Showtime, my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shogun Zora and thank you for tuning in. And now this interesting, I don't know, it's quite interesting. This is now my 4th installment of a series that I've done, calling like animes, songs that don't sound like anime. But particularly when I've done multiple, now this is the 4th installment, I have multiple videos on this, and then you can see in my previous videos and stuff, introducing songs that are used for an anime or is from an anime that you would not necessarily particularly expect coming from an anime or be using in anime. And I wanted to show this because potentially if you want to convince other people to watch anime or like the music, because there's a lot of people who watch anime but don't think the music is good. And I want to introduce like different music in anime, because most of the time music in anime is Japanese, and they're sort of like not saying like a particular tone to it. I don't want to generalize everything, but you can hear sort of like it reminds you of an anime opening or song, because a lot of anime songs have like a J-pop style-ish theme to it. But yeah, this video is set to introduce you to other songs that was used in anime or just from an anime. We thought like, I didn't know it's from an anime or anime music sound this way. I'm not saying that normal anime music, Japanese songs that we typically hear in the normal anime are not good enough. They're definitely good and I love them too very much. But I want to introduce you to other songs that you not necessarily expect from an anime, and convince other people like there's so many different type of music that we hear in anime. So yeah, this is now the 4th installment. Please check out the previous ones, 1, 2 and 3. And yeah, write down in the comment section below if you knew already about these songs or like didn't expect this here. But yeah, let's get started. The first song I want to introduce is from the anime called Lost Memory. It's not an anime that everybody knows. It's just very, I would say, low key. And that's sort of ending 3, called Breathing by Kai Lee. I would say this is a song really personally I like very much. It gets like a very 2000s rock, alternative rock pop vibe, and that's really cool. And this song is in English, which is really cool. And yeah, the vibe is really cool, and I think the song is really amazing. And I feel like it's something you don't really hear. I mean, there's a lot of alternative rock, J-pop rock in anime, but this kind of rock you don't really hear that much. And I feel like this song. The song is from the 2000s, of course, really is very similar to, it reminds me of Avril Lavigne, and there's so many other artists who had, especially in the 2000s, had like sort of a similar tone. It could be also, it reminds me of maybe potentially of Kelly Clarkson and some of their songs, but it has sort of the vibe, if you understand me, right? So yeah, this was the song Breathing by Kylie from the anime Lost Memories. The second song I want to introduce is from Ergo Proxy. Ergo Proxy being like also well-known anime movie. Not everybody has watched it, but it's also a little bit older. Ergo Proxy, the ending theme called Paranoid Android by Radiohead. And that's crazy. You have Radiohead, a big band I would say, performing a song for an anime, which is crazy. You know, from what I've heard is like originally when people who worked on Ergo Proxy, the movie, wanted Radiohead to use their music for the, I'm not 100% sure, so correct me if I'm wrong, if this song is commissioned by or already existing song. And I feel like, yeah, when the people working on Ergo Proxy wanted the music from Radiohead for the movie, initially they said no, but after watching the first trailer, like a trailer of the Ergo Proxy movie, they were interested and really liked it, so that's why they were allowed to use their music in the movie as an ending theme, which is really cool. And this song is really like interesting. It has like sort of not, I don't know how to describe it. It's not whimsical. Like, what would be the opposite word of whimsical? Like an airy, sort of a bit mysterious vibe. I have not watched Ergo Proxy, but from what I've seen, everything about it, it makes sense. Like this ending theme would fit Ergo Proxy very well. The third song I want to introduce is from the anime called Back. Not everybody knows that anime, just because it's already older and it came out already almost 20 years ago, and I don't think it's very well known, but it has really good music, especially the song I want to introduce called the ending number 2, called Moon on the Water by Soelu. I don't know if I mispronounced I don't pronounce the name correctly, but so sorry, forgive me. This song has a really like slow vibe and really beautiful with the female artist singing the song. It's really cool and has like starts slow and has like a bit of like I won't necessarily rock instrumental, but it goes a bit heavy, not heavy, but goes in with the electric guitar, which is really good and smooth, perfectly in. And after the ending theme, even the visual itself is like very like low key and just following like how I would describe it, like following with the wind. Number 4, we have Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, the second movie, and the opening theme, which recently came out, like was introduced, and it is the opening theme. It's the opening theme called Snooze by none other than SZA.
You I can lose when I'm with you.
Which is crazy if you think about it, because it happened multiple cases where already they used an already existing song for a new anime or for an upcoming anime that's coming out. And that's not the first time it's happened. If you watch my previous video in this series, you can hear this multiple times that's happening. But that is crazy, having SZA and music being used for an anime. It's really crazy because most of the time a lot happens where they, sometimes example Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, they had like of course you have the music from example from the artists they made it, and also example in Japan they made like their own theme song for the Spider-Verse movie. But now that they choose SZA, so SZA is not an artist I would say is, from what I knowledge, like very big in Japan or anything, but this song is really cool. It gives like this low key, like humble, like low key vibe, and how SZA raps, sings to the song is very like chilled, and it gives also sort of the feel of Gundam Hathaway in the movie. I'm really excited for the second part. The movie like almost like a realistic vibe, because how Gundam Hathaway looks and feels, it feels like more realistic and grounded compared to other Gundam series, and having like this song giving this chill vibe throughout the trailer is really beautiful and really good. Number 5, we have Carol and Tuesday. Number 5, we have Carol and Tuesday. I've talked about the anime so many times throughout this series and different music related videos, because this series is so good, has so incredible music. I wish more people would talk about it. And that is Carol and Tuesday ending number 2, Not Afraid, by Angela, the character in the series who sings it, but of course the original real person who sings it is called Alyssa. This song really fits the character well, and it feels like the song I could imagine hearing this in the radio. And this song has like sort of like, how do I describe it? I won't say dark, sweet vibe, but Alyssa is more, if you watch the series, a character who is very prideful, and then she knows she's capable of good, but thinks like sort of like the best vibe, and how she sings the song feels like a bit more direct. You could say dark, bittersweet vibe, I would say, is the song. But this song is really beautiful, and I really like this song. And in general, Carol Tuesday has so many good songs. If I would do another part, you will hear Carol Tuesday again. Number 6, we have The Great Pretender. I think it's the sequel called Das Bito. Sorry for mispronouncing. And it's like an insert theme OC that we hear in the beginning of the first episode of the continuation of The Great Pretender, called Cherry. It is by Heidi Harris, David John, and Paul Rawson. This song is really interesting because I've never heard like the song has like sort of a slight reggaeton to it, and have not really heard like this type of music in an anime as a theme song or insert theme song OC in a series before, which is really cool. And I mean, this song is how they introduce it in the episode. It's like for a dark skin character, and I feel like it really fits the vibe also with how they slowly go through the scene, and as this song is played in the background between the activities of the characters do. I feel like it's really cool, and it's really unique that we hear something in anime, because I don't think you would expect this if I would play randomly and people would and I would say this from an anime, people would imagine it coming from an anime, even though this song is not originally made for this series, as this song already existed before a year before the anime came out, the special came out. So, but still, it's a really good song. And number 7, the final song I want to introduce is called Ultraviolet Code 044, or the opening called Guilty Pleasure by Becca. This song is like similar, like I've mentioned to from the first song I've mentioned, like Breathing by Kylie. This song is very similar to this song will remind me more of Kelly Clarkson than Avril Lavigne. The first song is really more Avril Lavigne, and this song is more Kelly Clarkson. But it has like how she sings like very like has more like a strong and bit deeper voice, and that's really cool. And to see this in anime, especially it describes really the 2000 song, as it's also the song coming from the year 2000. And I feel like it's really cool. And this is also all the songs I just generally mentioned. It's not something we always generally expect to hear from anime, and it's really cool to have showcasing that anime is not like just one thing in terms of music diversity, even though these songs are mostly in English. But of course, with a lot of Japanese songs that are also very different, but there's a different way to showcase that the songs in anime is not typically like one thing, it's so many different things. And this is maybe potentially for people, you can show it to people who are not into anime or don't relate to anime related music, that there's so much more music, interesting music in anime, and this is what I would show or showcase. And also if you look at my different videos, you can see all the different things. But yeah, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, please punch the like button and share it to all your friends. And also, if you have already heard of a few of these songs, please write it in the comments below. Or if you have other songs you feel like it's really interesting and you will not expect to hear in typically in anime, write in the comment section below, or check out my different videos with music related things. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. I hope you live inspired. May God bless you all, and peace.